Thank you so much. My name is Ayikobua Festus. I'm the RDC Maracha district. I want to first of all take this opportunity to really appreciate and thank the press who are always there to give a message and inform the community of what is taking place. I also want to thank our local leaders who have over times given us information of what is taking place in the community. Also, I want to appreciate and even thank the leaders who were there, who had given us information yesterday of what was taking place at the border. Why we are here is because I want to really let you know, yesterday we had a problem at the border at Usidubiko, where there was a market at the Congo side where a community from Uganda had gone to do business. Specifically, the place is called Rubu, where this community had gone to do business and even selling their things and buying other things from Congo side. And when they went there, it had happened that the URA did operations in the previous day, that was on Tuesday, and they picked a motorcycle which was from the Congo side. And the documents of these motorcycles were very, very clear. Even at the same time, the motorcycle had its own number plate. But of course, the URA did not listen to this officer, this person who was riding this motorcycle, but they ended up coming with it to Uganda. When they came and deposited, took the motorcycle back to Oraba, and then there was almost a riot that time, which was on Tuesday. But because when they took off, they left this motorcycle owner mobilizing, in fact, the community and letting the leadership of Congo know that his motorcycle was taken. And it was until yesterday that when our people from Uganda side went to Congo, and they had just gone for the marketing day, that which was the other side of the Congo. That's when 12 motorcycles were picked from from Uganda side. And after taking this motorcycle by the Congolese leaders, and the only condition given to the Ugandans whose motorcycles were taken was that until the one motorcycle which was picked from the Congo side is given to them. And it was so unfortunate that now the motorcycles which were picked were from the community. And the people who picked the Congolese motorcycle were the URA guys. And indeed, many times we have sat with the URA to say, when they want to go for operations, they should also involve the local leaders. When they want to do some of these things, we must always engage our communities about to see how we can really work in harmony. But when they picked this, and I was given information, I went yesterday to Congo, but we had the meeting with the Congolese, the leadership especially, and even the other members who were there. But the condition given to us as the Ugandan government was that unless we take the motorcycle of the Congolese, that's when our motorcycles will be given back. And this morning, I went to URA supervisor complaining why that kind of really method of knowing that even this person who has the genuine motorcycle number could have really not been listened to. But indeed, he was also really sorry for what took place, and he directed his officer at Koboko, that is in Oraba, to release the motorcycle to me, so that we take the motorcycle back to Congo, and then our motorcycles which were held there should be released to us. And I want to appreciate and thank him also for really listening to me, for acting also like a leader to talk to the people under whom, many who are working under him, to release this motorcycle, which was later given to me and to be taken to Congo. I want to really thank also our leadership, these people who are this side, who accompanied me, to go to Congo and deliver this motorcycle. As we talk now, I want to really appreciate also the Congolese leadership who were able to receive us and accept that these mistakes have been there and it did happen, unfortunately, but they were able to also release all these 12 motorcycles to the Ugandan government to be given to our people. And I want to really say, especially those who are managing the border, we must always be conscious with the border issues, because at the end of the day we may end up causing a problem to the two states because of our acts. We must understand the procedure of handling things at the borderline. And I want to also really say, we must also really listen to our community. Listening to somebody does not mean that this person is undermining you or what. When you are arresting somebody, give that person a chance to explain him or herself. If the URA had listened to this young man, this torture which has been given to us since yesterday would not have arrived. Come, because the documents were there. Every information they needed of that document was that with that young man. And this now gives us a kind of like a message as leaders. We must be conscious that when we are even applying the laws of this country, especially more so when we are managing the border, which is even been between the two countries, we must be conscious that such kind of things can bring a serious problem between the countries. So my humble appeal, and especially also to our police, because when we went there, our police were also heavily accused, is that the police should really not begin involve themselves in arresting motorcycles which have Congo number plates in order to distort money. That must stop. We must stop doing that kind of things. And really, we are aware that some people use these numberless motorcycles to do wrong things. And the only interest, I mean, more so we should all put our interest on those motorcycles which are numberless, which people are using either to commit crimes, or they are using to smuggle even the fuel or other things which are across the border. And because we can only not address this thing on Ugandan side, we are going to sit down with our counterparts from Congo to see that the peace must be at the borderline. At the same time, even the businesses we are doing at the borderlines will be genuine business. And even the motorcycles or vehicles we are using should be this genuine vehicle with the genuine number plates, so that we don't also use these things to do wrong things. And indeed, I want to really give this as a warning to our brothers who are brothers in Uganda side, that we have seen many of them using these motorcycles with the Congolese number plate, Sudanese number plate, and the numberless to smuggle fuel. Especially those who are smuggling fuel, we are not going to tolerate that. We have many times say smuggling fuel in Uganda does not help this country at all. And we are all aware that the Uganda government even provides services by using these taxes that URA is collecting. We must support government to see that taxes are not evaded, because we need these taxes to really provide services like school, services like even health centers, constructing health centers, or even the roads that we are talking about. They all need these taxes. So therefore, my humble appeal to my people of Maracha is that we should do a genuine business. A business where we are not going to really confront with the government over maybe because of tax issues. So I really want to thank our leaders of Congo side, and even those who accompanied me from Ugandan side, that for really saying that this comes to pass and peace really comes between the two countries, especially at the lower level here, that we are able to now go back and do a genuine thing, and even see that our community living at the borderline are really safely and living without fear. Because yesterday the tension was so high, and we really saw that there was going to be a clash between the two countries, especially the two communities, the countries from Congo and the Ugandan side. because of this kind of mismanagement of operations that the URA did the other time on Tuesday when they arrested this motorcycle. So I thank you, especially the press, for always passing this information, giving the information to the community, and we're being a partner in a partnership with the government, providing every necessary support to see these things come to pass. Thank you so much for giving me time. Thank you also for coming to really take this information to the community. Wonderful.